Mickey Mouse is undeniably the mascot of Disney, as its most iconic character, alongside Donald, Minnie and Goofy. Over at Tokyo Disneyland Resort, Duffy the Disney Bear has become the resort's unofficial mascot, with most guests wanting to see Duffy more than Mickey. This leads us to Disneyland Paris, where two characters from a seasonal show have started to become the unofficial mascots of Disneyland Paris. This is the Distory of Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean. Disneyland Paris's central hub was designed to allow seasonal shows to take place in front of a castle. Characters would arrive by floats that will stop in the hub so that the performers could get off and dance on stages located in the central hub. One of these seasonal shows was Disney Pirate or Princess, Make Your Choice, as part of a festival of pirates and princesses which ran from March 31st to May 31st, 2018. Half of the show was the pirate side, led by Jimmy Ocean and Minnie Mouse, which would start down Main Street and stop on the way to the hub. At exactly the same time, the princess side, led by Betty Rose and Mickey Mouse, would start in Fantasyland and stop at the castle stage. The two sides would end up meeting in the central hub, where Jimmy and Betty lead their sides in a dance battle. Depending on where you stood, you would either be joining Team Pirate or Team Princess, receiving a different show based on where you watched. The show proved popular with many guests, particularly local annual pass holders. Yet when the festival ended in May 2018, it was not the end of Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean. In November 2018, a new show debuted at Walt Disney Studios Park in the production courtyard called Surprise Mickey, to mark Mickey's 90th birthday. In the show, Minnie is trying to organise a surprise for Mickey with the help of Goofy, Donald, Pluto, Daisy, and Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean. In the show, Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean, who still argue about whether princesses or pirates are better, help Minnie organise her surprise, wearing outfits inspired by Mickey Mouse. Their appearance in the show solidified their presence at Disneyland Paris. From January to March 2019, the Festival of Pirates and Princesses returned to Disneyland Paris, meaning the return of Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean. Later, in 2019, Surprise Mickey also returned to Walt Disney Studios. After the show ended in December 2019, Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean's future looked uncertain, as Disney had already confirmed that the Festival of Pirates and Princesses would not return in 2020. After the pandemic cancelled any large-scale spectaculars, there was little chance of Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean returning to Disneyland Paris. In 2022, Disneyland Paris announced they would be recording a bi-monthly show called Pass Annuel Showtime, recorded live in front of a studio audience made up of annual pass holders. The show was to be hosted by Arthur Ballaragou, the manager of annual passes at the resort, where he was unexpectedly joined by his co-hosts Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean, who were still feuding over whether pirates or princesses were better. The show would feature news from the resort, a look at upcoming merchandise, a sneak peek behind the scenes at the resort, and musical performances, with the help of Betty and Jimmy. Outside of Pass Annual Showtime, Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean began appearing at annual pass parties. On March 10, 2023, the duo appeared in the Disneyland Park Adventures AV Party opening ceremony, which recreated the original show from the Festival of Pirates and Princesses. Later, on September 30th, Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean made their most recent appearance at the Villainous Night AP Party, gate-crashing Maleficent's takeover and welcoming guests to the villain-themed party. Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean were two original characters designed just for Disneyland Paris' Festival of Pirates and Princesses, yet their popularity led to the characters being incorporated into other entertainment at the resort, later becoming hosts of a 10-episode series for annual pass holders. Do you consider them the unofficial mascots of Disneyland Paris? And do you think we will see Betty Rose and Jimmy Ocean return again to Disneyland Paris? Probably, but only time will tell. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next on the Distory channel.